Okay, so we're ready to infuse our product. We have catalysed resin, the vacuum's drawn down. You can see that we're pulling a full bar of vacuum on the gauge. We're set up ready to go with our inlet. We have transport mesh, the blue material in here. It's transport mesh, it's an open weave mesh material that allows the resin to flow and the air to flow quicker, otherwise we'll be here for quite a long time. We're going to see the resin come in, fill up the breather fabric, we'll watch it transport itself across the workpiece and come up through the outlet, which is going into our catch pot and onto the vacuum pump there, drawing the vacuum through. There'll be an initial inlet of air into the laminate as I undo the clamp on the pipe, and then we'll see the resin flow in, so there may be some fluctuations in pressure initially. If we're ready, let's go. So the resin drawn in through the tubes, and you can see it filling up our breather membrane. Notice it's going backwards, away from the vacuum as well as towards it, and you can now see the resin front moving through the transport mesh. If we lift up, you can see underneath that the resin is moving through both sides. With the use of the transport mesh, we have a fairly even resin front moving through the workpiece, and I'm not sure whether the camera can just focus in and see any excess air that's in the resin where it's been mixed with the catalyst being drawn through. You can see the bubbles running through the resin as it comes across the workpiece. We have a lot of additional resin held in the breather fabric here and in the pipe. So before the resin gets all the way across to our outlet, we're going to clamp that off again. But we will see some of that resin being drawn up the outlet tube just to make sure that we know it's got all the way across the workpiece. So the resin front is now getting towards our outlet port. So we're getting to the point where we can clamp off the resin, and the excess resin that's held in the breather fabric will then be drawn through the rest of the workpiece. Tape up the inlet just to make sure that it doesn't come apart. I can then take the clamp off. The resin has now made its way to the outlet port. You can see it coming in through the tube, and if we have another look underneath, we can see that our workpiece is fully impregnated with the resin and well consolidated. You can see that the resin is being drawn out through the outlet tube. The reason for clamping off is we don't necessarily want to fill this tube, but if it did come through the tube, there is the catch pot here to make sure we don't end up with any in the vacuum pump. We're now at a stage where we can leave the vacuum on while the resin cures. When the gel time is complete, we can turn the pump off and we will still retain a vacuum within the system. When it's cured, we can come and demold it and get it our work.